Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about friends and how they play a crucial role to defining who you are and your success, basically. And I didn't realize this a long time ago until one of my better friends told me about this thing about why he's leaving his friends, or he's leaving his cliche, or whatever it's called, whatever you call it. Anyways, I didn't really do this until after high school, when I realized a lot of my friends, like, they're a really bad influence. Like, for instance, like on the weekends they'd go drinking and clubbing and just wasting money, and they wouldn't really upgrade, they wouldn't move forward, they're not forward focused, they're more present focused on getting things and playing with whatever things now, and more of a now mentality than looking forward to 5 or 10 years ahead. And it wasn't until late or mid-university where I started actually not talking to them, and it's a really huge step for me because A, I had a lot of emotional attachments to them. They're really close friends, and then B, they're just good friends, man. They're like my best friends and stuff. My point is, in order to be successful, you have to cut off all those ties, because then what happens is, when you hang out with people that have a really bad influence on you, you don't really become more successful. You're kind of dropping down to their level. A good example would be, for instance, you want to become a really great artist, and all your friends are just like bashing you of your art. They're like, it sucks, whatever. You don't want to hang out with those people. You want to hang out with people that are artists, that would encourage you and push you forward. You see, it wasn't until a little bit later in university when I hanged out with my good friend, who is a good inspiration to me, and he taught me a lot about business and web design. And when I first started, I didn't know anything about web design or websites or web development or business. And later on, when I started talking to him more and hanging out with him and my brother, I actually became more influenced on becoming successful in those terms, in business terms and in web development, which is why I actually practice those two things. What I'm trying to say is, filter your friends. They are a crucial part of your success because it builds your character. Your friends are basically you, and when you hang out with friends that are they're bad for you, then you should try and cut those ties out, even though if it hurts. I mean, yeah, in the short term it may hurt, but in the long run, you're benefiting it from a lot, and you will eventually see what I mean when you do it. What I'm just trying to say is, find more friends that you want to become, people that you want to become, which is why networking is a huge thing if you want to become successful or if you want to do well. And before I end it, I just want to end up with one more example. My all-time favorite example is school, because I'm still a student, sort of. And one good example is, basically, when you go to school, there's two types of people, right? There's people that are drinking and partying every day on the weekends, and then there's the people that study. Who do you think gets a better mark? The people that study, or the people that party? And if you hang out with the people that studied a lot, would your marks eventually get better? Or if you hang out with the people that party a lot, would your marks get eventually better? You see what I'm getting at? It's like both of them sound good, right? But which is good for the future? Partying and drinking, or school and finishing it on time? Choice is yours, man.